I'm doing a video about my 7 to 8 year long fitness journey. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys don't know, I have 2 children. I put on about 35 kilos with my daughter. I don't even think I have many photos from that time because I just hated the way I looked. And then once I had her, I lost a whole bunch of weight, but my mentality when it came to food and my body was just not the best. I had very severe body dysmorphia, probably worse than I have now. I got down to, I think my biggest, but also my skinniest at this point was 66 kilos. I will pop that on the screen in pounds. But yes, so I strived for skinny. I also wanted a butt. I used to hashtag slim thick, and I'm really embarrassed to even say that because I was just slim. Even when I was slim, as you can see from the photos here, and I'm just going to out myself, I really thought I was big. And that had a lot to do with who I was hanging out with at the time. You know, it was constant comparing myself to this person comparing themselves to me. And, you know, when I look back at these photos now, I realize I had nothing to worry about because I was very, very slim. I used to eat in a calorie deficit for most of this time. I was intermittent fasting as well, and I wasn't prioritizing sleep. I wasn't prioritizing protein. I was just striving for skinny. I was dabbling with Duramine as well during some period where I wanted to get skinny. That is a prescription medicine. It helps you lose weight and suppresses your appetite. And I would probably end up only being in a deficit because I was eating 1 meal a day. Yeah, when I think about it, my mentality wasn't great. I worked in a workplace where there was a gym there, so I would go there early, train in the morning, and instead of eating lunch, I would train again. And as you can see, I had like barely any muscle gain. If anything, I was just wasting my time and burning fat or just burning muscle, really. I wasn't healthy. I didn't feel healthy. My psoriasis was getting worse. Yeah, and I was going through the first stages you go through in a relationship where it's quite toxic and you're trying to figure out boundaries with this person. And now the person I'm talking about is my now husband. We've been through the trenches, but yeah, as you do at the start when you're young, you're learning things about yourself. It was very toxic emotionally and mentally, and I guess I took it out on my body and my body took it out on itself as well. So, you know, looking back at these photos, I really am happy that I'm not there mentally. When I look at it, I just think, what the a lot of the time. What the hell was I thinking? What the hell was I hashtagging? Why was I posting so much on social media for attention? And I had no self-love, no self-worth. I really was a shell of a person. And I don't know, I think now that I'm older, I've realized that I've grown a lot, and that makes me really, really happy. Moving on to my second child, I had him in 2020. So being as skinny as I was at 66 kilos, I put on about 20 kilos, 25 kilos with my son. When I gave birth, I lost a little bit of that weight, but then over time, he's now 4. So over the period of 4 years, I started stacking on a lot of weight, and I ended up being at my maximum 82 kilos, 82.7 kilos. I had seen a photo of me that I did not take, and it was posted, and I realized like, I look huge. I knew I felt uncomfortable in my clothes. I knew I was carrying a little bit more weight because I felt like I was carrying a bit more weight and I felt uncomfortable. But that photo triggered everything that happens next, where I needed to change my lifestyle and to get back into the gym. I needed to change my mentality, love my body more, love me more. And in the process, from having my son to now, I have grown a lot mentally, and I know my worth and I respect myself. And yeah, a lot has changed prior to me getting to where I am now with my body and with gym. My body composition has changed. And when I say composition, it's just my body. My actual figure has changed. So when I had my daughter, I seemed very, very slim, very straight. But after I had my son, my hips got wider. And I'm not sure if that happens with everybody. I thought your hips get wider after childbirth and like you get this thing. But with my daughter, I didn't get that. And with my son, I definitely did. So my waist has always been a small waist. I've always had a size 6 to 8 waist. That hasn't changed. But my hips, like now I look fit and I'm at my goal weight, but I'm still a size 12, size 10 to 12, which I feel like I'm happy with because I feel comfortable. But yes, with my son, I put on 25 kilos and I needed to get my ass into gear, which I did. Now, you know, I was in a deficit for so long, went into not a surplus, but just under maintenance calories for body recomp. And I am again just in a mini shred for Bali, which is in a couple of weeks. I am pretty much back at my pre-baby weight. So before I had my son Tate, which was 68 kilos. 68 kilos back then, I'll find a photo and I'll post it here, versus 68 kilos now. I love my body now. I love the shape of it now. I feel healthy. I feel strong. I just have a better outlook on things now. I'm eating enough protein. I'm prioritizing sleep. I'm having all my vitamins. I'm making sure I'm drinking water. I'm making sure I'm getting in my steps. My life is so much healthier now than it was back then. And, you know, seeing this whole path, it's taken me 7, nearly 8 years to get here. Like, the growth mentally is immense. The growth physically, you can tell, like, my glutes have come, my biceps have come, like, just everything about my body. I just look stronger, and it is a whole process. You know, things can happen overnight. Like, you can get slimmer in 3-4 months if you really put your mind to it. You can, you know, gain muscle, but I feel like slow and steady is how it is, and this journey has taken me nearly 8 years. And I can actually sit here and say that I love what I see in the mirror, and I love the person I am and who I've become, and what I've been through has made me this person. And yeah, this is pretty much just to show you guys that it takes a lot of consistency. Consistency is key. Like, I still eat junk food and I still go out and I get a matcha. You guys can see my shorts. Like, I'm very open. I'm a foodie. But I train hard and I show up for myself every single time. Life is to be lived, and I do that every single day. I'm trying to find ways to live the life that I feel like I deserve and my family deserve, and I want to be happy doing it every single day, which is YouTube is one of them. So yes, it has been a process. Like, this is my before. This was me 7 years ago, and this is me now. And, you know, I took this video, I'll put it here, this morning, and I'm actually really happy with it. You know, back then I was ashamed of my stretch marks. I was ashamed of my psoriasis and my psoriasis scarring. And if you guys want to see how bad my psoriasis was, there is a video on my page where I talk about being pregnant with psoriasis. But I'm going to the gym and showing these things off. Like, I'm going to go to Bali and like be in a bikini and just not care because I feel comfortable in my own skin. And that has been a process as well. Anyone else that's on their fitness journey, if you have any questions, please comment down below. Don't forget to like and share this video. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos from me. Thank you so much for joining me on talking about my fitness journey. I am not a fitness guru or anything like that. I'm just a normal mum, a normal human that has taken a while to love themselves. So, you know, if you are on that journey, I'm proud of you. And I just cannot wait to see your progress if you want to share it with me. And you are not alone if you have body dysmorphia, anxiety, any of those things. We all have our own insecurities, and life is too short to let them rule. So, you got this. I will see you guys next Wednesday. Thank you. Bye.